Hi there, everybody. This is Cassie, and welcome to an interview with. I haven't done this in a little while, and mostly it's because I've been away from Second Life for a while, but honestly, it's one of the shows I really wanted to bring back, and so I am. This is actually take two. First take, I had no ears, and I had a phone call in the middle through, so we're starting over. So, as a second introduction, hello! Who is my lovely guest this week?
Hi, I'm Dani Graphelle, or Danigraphix Resident on Second Life.
Dani has been a friend of mine for over 2 years now. We met through YouTube, I believe, and she is just wonderful. She blogs, she vlogs, she is so fashionable and just someone really awesome to know in general. So, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into Second Life?
Oh, thanks for that introduction. Um, as far as Second Life, getting into it, um, originally I got into Second Life because I originally started off playing The Sims, and I think that's what a lot of people have, that I've talked with have said that they initially played The Sims, and then that led to them getting onto Second Life. And
Yeah.
I think it's because of the social aspect of Second Life. Like The Sims, like Second Life is basically The Sims with a more social atmosphere to it, I believe.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I joined for the same exact reason too. I had Sims and they started doing the Sims where you could have friends and stuff on there, but you could never actually really interact with them. So I looked up places that you could actually do that and found The Sims or found Second Life. What
Yeah, I
about
think I tried IMVU too or whatever, but that was more of like it was almost stationary. Like you would
yeah.
click on a little ball and then your avatar would just sit there and you
Yeah.
couldn't really move around. And so it's completely different from Second Life.
Is it still like that? A lot of people say it's way better than Second Life and I don't ever really understand that.
Is it still active?
Yeah. I get a lot of friend requests also on Facebook from people on IMVU.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Someone put some of my photos on there before too, and we're selling them as poses. Like crazy. So, from Sims to Second Life, what do you really like to do in Second Life then?
I initially joined Second Life for the roleplay aspect. I was really into like creating characters and um, I think, as you know, I'm a huge Catwoman fan, and so when I found out that I could
Yes.
make my own like Catwoman character, that was kind of cool. So I really got into doing stuff like that. And then um, I think a lot of people also say when they get on Second Life, it's like, oh my God, I'm bored, I'm bored, I'm bored. And it's like, well, you're only as bored as how you make yourself in Second Life. And I think that if you come into Second Life with that mindset, you're going to be bored. But there's so many different things to do in Second Life.
Oh yeah.
There's photography, there's games, and so the thing that I started off, of course, was role play, but then I got into photography and taking photos and then creating looks and then taking photos of those looks. And then people would ask me, well, where did you get this at? And so that kind of like started the whole blogging thing.
Mhm. You know, it's funny. I didn't start Second Life because of roleplay. And that's funny because I wanted to do roleplay, but I was too newbie to figure it out. And I got banned from a Game of Thrones sim for being way too newbie and walking around. So I started Second Life in like a hippie sim, uh, commune utopia. I was always there. And then I eventually got into the stripper phase of Second Life and slowly
Mm.
eventually went into roleplay. It's just kind of
I think
funny.
we all started off as dancers,
Yes. Everyone has their stripper phase.
but I was an awful stripper though because it was back during like texture days, and so I would
Oh.
like pile on texture clothing, and so it would take them forever to get anything off of me. It has to be like three pairs of underwear, three pairs of jeans, three pairs of dresses, and just
I had these boots that went up to my thighs and they had so much bling on them and I thought I was the coolest thing ever. Look at us now. Oh my gosh, how
I
far we've
know, all
come.
messed out.
um, but you were starting to mention blogging, so why don't you tell us how you got into that?
Blogging originally was just I was archiving my looks, and then that eventually got into people would ask where it was, and so I was like, well, why don't I just photograph it and then tell what each piece is, and they can, if they're interested in buying something from that particular store, then they can find it through the photo. And then of course I was introduced to you through Luxbox, I believe, was like the first video. The first one came out. I didn't actually subscribe to the first one, but I got it after it came out, so I paid like full price for it, which is awful.
Yeah.
And that tossed me into the group chat, and then everyone, of course, in the group chat, when they get the first boxes, they're going through and like saying, "Oh my God, I love this! Oh my God, I love this!" And you were like hysterical about the different things, and you posted a video showing you unbox, like doing like almost like a live unboxing, and I just enjoyed watching like the pure joy in your voice as you were opening up each thing. And I was like, and I reached out to you, and was like, "Oh my God, I love your video!" And then you started doing more videos. I think that's kind of where we initially started. And then you were giving me tips on photography, like how to zoom in the camera a little bit, but with not giving the whole like fisheye effect, but where it like flatten the image.
Yeah.
And so you kind of like have been actually my encouragement as far as like continuing to blog. Because I would blog for a little while and then I would stop, but you kept me going in that. So I had like a actual, I guess, blog more frequently.
Motivation.
And then motivation wise, and of course you pressured me into doing vlogging as well, and so I tried that a little bit.
I did not pressure you. Oh goodness.
Peer pressure.
No, I love your vlogs though, and there's one idea that you wanted to do. You'd run it past me a few times before, but why don't you tell us?
Yeah. So mostly my vlogging is just unboxing powder pack, and let's go through the powder pack and show off the different items and stuff. But one of the things I love about YouTube is that I love watching the beauty guru videos and just watching like makeup tutorials, and that's actually one of the fun things that I enjoy actually photographing too is a close-up portrait of the face and then showing off the different makeup appliers and stuff. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to do a parody on the beauty gurus, and so kind of like do like a Second Life beauty guru, like this is my haul, or this is my favorite 6 red lipsticks, or I'm going to show you guys how to get this look, and just like talk about the different things like make sure you match your face to your body, and with this highlighter there's going to be no need for a face light, kind of like thing. Just kind of like goof off and be silly with it.
Oh, do you think people still use face lights?
I use them every once in a while for photos.
Oh, really? I would use like.
Yeah, I don't want to sim, and people are like, "Lady, your face light's still on."
Yeah, I never understand it when I see people do that in world. I like to use those boxes. What are they called? Why am I blanking on the name? Sinfin made amazing ones. Projector lights. I like to use those. I don't really use face lights, but I think you can get some really cool bounce back lights on them.
Yeah, sometimes I forget to detach my spotlights too. It's like you taught me how to make like a spotlight out of just like a simple like cube.
Yeah.
You can put like a light source on one end of it, and then you just rotate it towards you, so it creates a projection on you, and you can use it on like sims where you can't res.
Yeah.
And I've done photography before, and I've left to go and talk with friends over on a different sim, and I forgot to take it off because it's invisible, and like what is it? And I'm like, oh, sorry. They're doing like pick off all the different like lights and stuff.
Oh gosh, you should also do one of those videos maybe, since system makeups aren't really in anymore. You could always do a makeup cleanup haul, like Tati likes to do.
Oh my God, yeah. Get my inventory and get rid of all the textures.
Yeah. Or with Will, you could do a boyfriend does my makeup.
Oh my God, that'd be crazy.
But also you, from the vlogging, I've known you for so long. I just think you're hilarious and fun to talk to. And we talk about blogging a lot, always like about new releases and new events and stuff. And then you were also on my game show once. I have the Dress to Impress game show. And
I'm so excited that's back, by the way.
Thank you. I love it. And I love that everybody else is excited too. It's been really popular already. But you were a contestant as well as a judge. Do you want to talk about both of your experiences?
Oh, yeah, definitely. So I was a contestant on season 1, I believe, and it was like, I think like this, either the last episode that you filmed or the second to last episode. I think it was the episode that Sam won, and that's actually my first introduction to Sam as well. Was that episode?
Yeah.
But being on the show was so nerve-wracking because we were standing there and waiting, for the category, and then you pop up the category, and then you shove us back into the dressing rooms, and then we're going through our inventory trying to find something to fit that theme. And I think it's just like it's like I don't want to step outside half dressed, and just like going through, it's like, why is this not resin? It's just like the whole like but I think once you get like after the first round, I kind of calmed down, and it was really fun, and just came out and kind of show your personality as well as your creativity and what your look was. And of course you had some crazy contestants that episode as well. I just remember Dell laughing so hard that entire episode. I think it was an anime girl. I can't remember her name.
Yeah, her name was Daring. She watches my videos a lot too. But everybody wants her back. Everybody's been asking for her to come back to the show.
Yeah, she should definitely come back.
She is such an addictive personality that everybody wants to see her in very creative style.
Definitely a different style than most people you see on Second Life 2, which is really cool. I think that's one of the coolest things about Second Life 2 is that there's so many different like personalities and so many different ways to interpret how you present yourself.
But why don't you talk to us about your contestant or your judging time too, because you got to
the
judge.
Judging, so it's kind of funny. Being a contestant, I thought was like, well, being a judge is probably super easy. I could totally, do what Alicia and Dell and Silver and AJ are doing. And then of course, you messaged me for season 2. Dell wasn't able to make it. And it's like, hey, we need a judge. Would you like to judge? And I'm like, oh my god. And it's like, yeah, definitely. But it's so much more difficult than actually competing. There's that whole like, just telling someone that comes out and they present their outfit, and you're telling them, it's like, I don't really like what you're wearing, without coming across as like, mean, or it's like, oh, this doesn't fit the theme, or
yeah,
you're trying not to be mean, but you're trying to, be critical as well, because we're given like, things we have to go by: the theme, the creativity, the fit and clipping, overall appearance.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes it comes across as like we're being mean, but we're not being mean. It's just, we're trying to go with, what the theme is.
Yeah, and remain impartial and just go based off of the outfit and the story.
Yeah.
Was there a favorite theme overall in all of the Dress to Impress that you really liked?
I think on my episode, I really enjoyed the Dress as Someone Famous.
Oh my gosh. Your Miranda Sings was amazing. I gotta like insert a clip of that here. Oh yeah, you were doing impressions too. Didn't you also make a gesture for it?
Yeah, some gestures, and I was also like doing the voice as well. It was just so much fun. It was like, and I came up with that look like on the spot. It was just so much fun to do.
Oh, I think you and Sam took photos in your outfits afterwards too, right?
Yeah, she was dressed as Kylie Jenner.
That's amazing. I have no idea who I would even try to dress up as if I had to do that. Like, it's so funny that I pick these themes and I make it so difficult on these people, and I can't imagine being in their shoes or even the judges' shoes. Like, it really is what you said on both things. It's really nerve-wracking, and also it's really hard to judge. So I'm kind of really lucky just to be a host. But I do want to compete one day.
I would love to see you compete. You, AJ, Alicia, Dell, Silver. I think it'd be great.
You'd have to drag them out, honestly. I think Silver would be game. I do think Silver would warm up to it, but I think the others, I'd just have to drag them out.
I'd have to. I was just so hesitant about it,
bribe them. I don't know either, but maybe it's just a nerves thing. You never know. But it's fine too. I won't ever pressure people to do stuff, so it's fine. Maybe we'll just find a way to motivate them.
Yeah, definitely. I love that with your new season, you got guys coming out and competing now too, which is great. Nicasio, the episode I judged, he was great.
Oh yeah, he has his own sim too. He showed me it the other day. It's called Mirage. You should look at it sometime. It's like it's kind of an adult themed sim, but there's like tons of rooms and stuff. I'll give you the landmark after this.
Oh, definitely.
But we have another guy coming on Wednesday too. His name's Wayne, and he's a good friend of mine. I've known him for years, and he just came back to Second Life, so I'm so happy to see him back. And I'm so happy I got to interview you too. This is so awesome because we've been friends. We've been friends for so long. We've talked about everything all the time, even just like awkward moments or friendships and stuff too. And you never even blink or think it's awkward at all. Whenever we talk about that stuff, you're so chill. So I'm really happy to have you as a friend, and I'm really happy I got to have you on this show.
I'm so happy you came back to Second Life too. Like when you went away, I understood, like the reasoning and everything, but I'm just glad that you're back.
Yeah, it was a big thing for me, but I feel a lot better and a lot more sure about myself now. So I'm a lot happier to be back, but still be focusing on my real life. So, but anyways, thank you so much for this interview, and we're gonna wrap up right now. If you guys want to
All
check out
right.
Dani's links in the description below, feel free, or maybe I'll even put her name down there so you can add her and be friends with her as well because it's really awesome and she's really worth it. So, thank you again for being on my show, and we'll see y'all later.
Oh, no problem. I loved it.
Bye, Internet.
Bye, Internet. Don't forget to like and subscribe.